Hello, welcome to Lackluster Actions. I'm your Lackluster Actor, here today for an episode of Ishura Season 2. Last week we met two new Ishura, the Grim Reaper and the Golem slash Homunculus. This week we have the title of the episode being the particle storm that's bearing down the capital, and it apparently has a name, so that sounds fun. Without further ado, let's get started. Dang it, I'm already starting out, but I still haven't looked at the one section of the opening that has all the people appearing. But actually, looking at this better, the first image we saw was the samurai attacking the hand wolf, so. But yeah, we have the same intro as usual, so. Until we get to this part with people, I'm going to talk, so. Did I start my time? I did not start my time. Whatever, we're about a minute behind on my timer. Anyway. So far we've got most of them in the opening. The main thing we're dealing with is the particle storm, which we've heard about it. We saw its effects when it disintegrated that one refugee girl. Years ago, right? It's been a long month, so. Okay. And by I mean we've had it when in the opening, I mean we've talked about them, but we still haven't had them up yet. But so the particle storm, is it something? I mean, I don't see anyone in the opening who's an obvious pick for the particle storm, but we also have the hand wolf. Which I just wanted to see the introduction of the hand wolf. So okay, that the centipede guy was the one that they were fighting against, so yeah, so you know what, my time is behind. I get to go back one time to try to look at all the people, just to try to get it to catch up. So we have Detective Fairy, we have the guy who's mind controlled, we have, I think those are the, I think the ones that we saw were the backup for the, yeah, Obsidian Eye. So then we had two people in a carriage, then we had the guy with the inventor with the other animatronics that were fighting against the golem. One more. Still a few seconds ahead, but I more or less the same. Let's see. Then there was a few more. There was a photographer right after the guy with the centipede. Then there was one more in the middle before that I needed to get a close look at before we had the charging peasants, as I see them. So yeah, I've got pretty much all of the ones we have seen in the opening, at least examined. There you are. The other guy in the boat slash the guy talking off the walls, but now I'm going to spend the whole episode looking for the particle storm because my first thought was to accuse him of being a particle storm, so. Do you have a name? Yeah, I get that a lot. So the boy is somehow connected to the old kingdom. Sounds good. What's your name? Yes. So there's an automatic sword within the army's ranks, which is why he's actually here. Did he ever say that? Yeah, you kind of stand out in the armor. There you go. Oh, fair. That is definitely a way to look at war. No, no, he's not the kind of person who would throw you out. Oh, oh. It's apparently the old lady. I don't think this kid's the kind of guy let the negotiations fall through just like that. I think he has a backup plan. Ah, here we go, Particle Storm. Translate the name soon. Ah, I recognize you. You're the other person in carriage from the opening. Okay, I can mark you two off the list. We never got the boy's name. I just want to have that on record. It doesn't look like he's the particle storm. Right. Yeah. But that's a all of that is assuming that this is a normal weather pattern, which everything so far shows that, but it happens to have a name. So, hi, detective. I was going to see you. Why do you want in? Lining up helps. Right. As you should. They're raising flags, but I think it's too early for at least these two to die. Though considering we've had the countdown to disaster, I'm guessing that death's not that far away. I still think it's not going to be this episode yet. Maybe next, but not this one. Used to. That's great, but are you safe out here? One day. This is gonna be it. Oh, they did actually take the sword. Oh, now they're raising death flags. Maybe they are dying this episode, but we just got them last episode, so that would be quick. A little too quick. And there's a centipede. I should have recognized the last episode from the opening, but yeah, they're raising death flags. This could be an episode where they die. Really? Okay. Yeah, you have nothing to do with the tournament. You're directly focused on Particle Storm. So either you die or the golem also dies to the Particle Storm. Oh yeah, and also trying to find the mother's definitely dead. Oh, you're already here. Now, again, they're not going to kill each other. The Parker Storm maybe will kill someone, but this battle between our robot friend and the Awful is not going to result in death. No, that's his thing. Well, one of them wants to face it head on, so right. What's your plan for something which can't die? Yes, it is. Well, actually came for the sword. So if you just grab the sword and leave, then technically that's your objective, but yeah. Oh, it is still going for him. Oh, yeah. that makes sense. Heat seeking. But he doesn't have the sword anymore. Oh yeah, death flags. The robot doesn't know death, so it doesn't care about facing a storm. Storms, yeah, something's gonna happen. And again, if anyone is gonna kill our robot, it's gonna be the particle storm. Right. Okay, so you can talk. You have physical form. Okay, you do. I don't recognize that shape from anyone thing in the opening or ending. Kind of looks like a centipede, but it's not. Part of me was thinking that maybe it was the keyring like thing we saw, but that's definitely not it. So yeah, we've reached a standstill. Totally off was pretty much able to counter everything our robot can do, but the robot can't die, so all his attacks are moot. So again, the only thing that might be able to kill them both at the same time would be the particle storm, what we've seen it do, but that's not a guarantee either. But as for death, again, the first possible death is going to be next week. They both might be able to walk away, but with what we've seen in the particle storm, it's probably going to be able to knock at least one of them off. And I'm guessing a robot. But yeah, we still got plenty to be introduced, and we didn't even get an introduction to any new people to this week. Next week is Particle Storm Part 2. Yes. So yeah, the particle storm is officially a living being. So we're gonna have to find out what we do with that next week, especially with what we've seen all three people in the ring are able to do. So, but either way, that's it for this week's episode. I hope you all have a good week, and I look forward to next week's episode and hope some of you stop by to watch it with me as well. But until then, take care.